rusty that is. So I guess it's a good thing that I decided to remove those because, well, it's a mess. It's a complete mess, and I have to take care of that because eventually with time, well, rust will still spread out. So I have to take care of that. I have to get rid of the rust. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna clean up everything, and I still have the rust converter that I didn't use yet for the floor, but I'm gonna like grind all of the rust here, and then I will apply the rust converter. Probably not today. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna grind. You know, I'm gonna grind everything just to see how important the rust is into the metal, and we'll see. Okay, so I managed to grind the rust, and I used this. I used the same angle grinder, but I just changed the disc to something like that. It's very, very powerful. The good thing is because it's high speed, it grinds in no time, which is good. But I still have some spots where the rust is still visible. So yeah, like here, for example, there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna apply the rust converter, and hopefully it works. Where the rust is, the rust converter will basically react and chemically change the rust into metal again, and it will become black and paintable. So let's try that now and see how it goes. This is what I'm using right now. It's called Corroseal, and it's basically a rust converter. What it says here: rust converting metal primer. So it's used for marine, automotive, household, industrial. So it's fairly good. I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube, and this stuff works, and works really well. So I'm gonna pour just a little bit in a plastic cup, and with my brush I'm gonna brush everywhere here where I grinded the metal, and I'm gonna wait for 24 hours before applying immediate tie coat or top coat. Okay, so perfect. I'm gonna apply that right now, and well, tomorrow I'm gonna apply the rust paint then. So let's go. All right, let's start. So generously. So let's be generous. Like that. I also removed some rust underneath. Let's apply the product here as well. Alright. So for the rest here, there is basically no rust. So when there's no rust, I basically don't need to apply the rust converter. It's useless. Alright. So as you can see, and this means it works super well, it's already becoming black. Hopefully you can have a better look, but yeah, it's already becoming black. So this way, by becoming it black, this works, and so the rust conversion has already started, and now I have to wait for the next 24 hours before applying some rust paint. I am going to remove the rubber here because I need to take care of the rust that is here. I need to grind it, then apply some rust converter, let it sit for 24 hours, and then apply some paint. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so now that it's done, I can tackle the rust, grind it, and apply the rust converter, and I'm gonna leave it that way. It's only surface rust, it's not flaky. Still in good condition. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So yeah, time to grind. what I did roughly was to remove most of the rust, most of the flakes. So even though it's quite rusty again yet, I will just clean it up, and then I will apply the rust converter and let it sit for the next 24 hours and see how it goes. For the rust converter, it has to be like all over the rust, and it has to be white, so this way we know that the product is covering everything that it needs to be covered. And now I just have to wait for the next like hour or two just to see if the rust is turning black. If it's turning black, then it's okay. If it's still brown at some point, then the product didn't have enough power to convert the rust. So this way, if it happens, I will take back the grinder, the angle grinder, and then grind more until I reach the more deeper rust, and I will apply back the product, and that's pretty much it. So far it's becoming black everywhere, which is good. That's really good. Alright, so now it's just a matter of wait and see. Alright, so I'm back, and I managed to remove the adhesive from the reflective stickers, and I used the glue gun, so, and this scraper. I don't know if you can see it properly, this scraper. And what time it is right now? So it's almost 5:30 p.m. and I started around noon. So it took approximately 5 hours to remove that adhesive. And 5 minutes ago I just remembered that I bought a tool. Oh, it's too dark in here. I bought a tool that I used to remove the wood, the subfloor underneath the driver's seat. So I'll put a link on top here, and you would see it if you didn't see it. And so I use this very specific tool. I don't remember the name, but I'll write it down here. And I just remember that in the toolbox that was with the tool, there is a scraper. Man, I wasn't thinking about it before, but I just tried it like 2 minutes ago. Wow, it took me maybe 15 seconds to remove a, let's say, 30 centimeters of adhesive, also with the help of the glue gun, but man, that was fast. So I'm gonna set up the camera and I'm gonna show it to you on this area, this portion where the adhesive is still here, and you will see how fast it is. So first I'm gonna apply some glue gun just to give it like a wet texture and let the product do its job, do a first job of like trying to remove the adhesive by itself, and then I will use this automatic scraper, and you will see how really fast it is. And that's it. That's literally it. So I still feel a little bit sticky, but most of the product is gone. So I'm gonna still do it again with a little bit more of glue gun, just to make sure that I can remove everything. But that's pretty much it. You can see how fast it is. It was in real time, so I didn't speed up the video just to show you how fast it is. It's just real time, so it's amazing, and it's incredible how only 5 hours later I just remembered that I had this. But yeah, it's better late than never, right? Alright, so I'm done, and it took me maybe less than half an hour to use this tool with the scraper as an add-on on the other side of the bus, and I had to do all of the side like I did today on the right side. Now on the left side I used that, and it took me literally less than 30 minutes. So I'm kind of glad, but at the same time I'm kind of pissed off because I hated the job that I had to do today. I did it with proper tools, that's not the problem, but I didn't remember that I had a way better tool, and this thing was super fast. It was super fast, super efficient. It was fast and furious. So yeah, well, anyway, now that it's done, I'm one step closer to prepping the body of the bus. I took the time to put the rivets on. What I mean on is just like that, as you can see here, and in every holes that fit this particular rivets. So this is a 3/16 rivet. It means that this big part is 3/16 of an inch, and it just fits perfectly into that hole. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my rivet gun. I bought a pneumatic rivet gun. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put the rivet on it through this needle here, apply a little bit of pressure, and then pump once or twice with the gun, and then the rivet will be fully applied onto that hole, and then onto all of the holes that I put the rivet on. So as you will see, it's fairly simple what I'm doing, and I'm gonna show it to you now. So this is how it works. No, that's good. Alright. So these two are good. I already did some on the same side, but just a little bit further. So I don't have any more left to do on this side. I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna put some Bondo on, and then I'm gonna have to go. I'm going now on the other side of the bus because there's way more that I applied, and you will see. Alright, so this is done for those, and I'm gonna need to move the camera because there's way more there. Alright, so I put a rivet on this hole right here, and unfortunately it's the hole is a little too big for this one. So hopefully I'm gonna receive this week the bigger rivets that I ordered. So I will just replace the rivet, and that's pretty much it. But for the others, they're all done, and that's great. That's nice. So for the Bondo, it's well, basically it's the brand of the paste. So what is that? It's a body filler used for any kind of project, mostly automotive project. So what is it exactly? So it's this in this content, it's a the filler basically, and it comes with this, and it says it's a cream hardener. So what I have to do is I have to put some of this filler on the cardboard, put a bead of cream hardener, mix it well until it kind of looks like this color, and then I only have a 3 to 4 minutes to apply the product. If I wait longer, it will harden after that, and then I will not be able to use it. It's gonna be garbage basically. So I'm gonna have to I will have to do it again. So this is the first time that I'm using it. I will do it now and see how it goes, and hopefully this goes well, because I only have very small holes to fill. So this will be hopefully this will be easy to apply, and yeah, so let's go. Okay, so I worked as fast as I could. Still not good enough, but at least I don't waste a lot of product right now. So again, I will make a new batch and go from there. Alright, so I'm done with the Bondo. I just need now to let it dry. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to be fully dried, and then I will be able to use the orbital sander, maybe the 100 and 120 grit, and sand everywhere that I put the Bondo on, and that would be it. So yeah, I'm pretty glad. You have to work super fast, just to make sure that you don't mess anything, and it hardens so fast that yeah, I know I've wasted a lot of product, but I couldn't work any faster than that. So sorry about the dogs, they're always like that, always annoying, so that's all right. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm gonna wait a little bit, and in 30 minutes I'm gonna sand again where I put the Bondo on, and that would be it for the body prep. And then tomorrow I will be able to apply the primer. Alright, so I finished the other side of the bust, the left side. The right side is done, is already done. I did a very light sanding job on the front. I'll do a more thorough job tomorrow by hand, because there's lots of tiny spaces and lots of spaces that I can't cover with the orbital sander because it's too big. So I'll do a better job tomorrow. And for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape the bottom of the frame of the bus, of the windows, sorry, and lots of wind. So yeah, I'm gonna apply some tape to every bottom of the frame of the windows. Then that's pretty much it. I will try to cover up some parts as well that I don't need to sand already, like this huge strip here. I'll start to protect as well the wiper and the cable for the wiper, and also the mirror that is here. On the other side I will also protect with some tape and paper the headlights. So that's what I'm gonna do now. It's getting dark now. It's getting dark fast. Probably in half an hour it will be completely dark. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then tomorrow morning, as soon as I wake up, I finish the job on the front. I finish the taping job and the protecting everything. And then I will apply the primer with the new paint gun that I received today. So I'm very happy and I'm very glad that I received it as fast as possible. So this way I can start applying the primer tomorrow. Then the day after I will apply the paint, and the first coat of paint, I have enough paint for one coat. So I will need to buy another gallon of paint just to have a second coat, but this second coat will wait a little bit. So that's it for now, and we'll see you tomorrow.